The Vietnam War was a horrific war which lasted 20 years between 1955 and 1975. Approximately 2 million people died, and it is a war which will never be forgotten. However, the soldiers that fought for Australia and America were treated differently compared to World War I and World War II. The real question is why? Why were the soldiers of World War I and World War II celebrated, but the Vietnam soldiers spat on and called baby killers?
Unfortunately, as the soldiers returned home after many years of war, they were spat on and mistreated for their efforts. The soldiers were already mentally affected by their experiences at war, however this put even more impact on their mental health.
The soldiers were mistreated. Many developed serious depression and anxiety due to the way they were treated when they returned. However, after World War I and World War II, people were celebrated for their duties. They were regarded as heroes and thought to be the most brave people. The Vietnam War was different. People at this time hated war and believed the soldiers had a choice in going to war. Most of Australia and America believed it was the soldiers' desire to kill innocent civilians in Vietnam. This was the first war to be broadcast on TV. This enabled the whole public to view that the soldiers were doing in Vietnam due to the power of the media. This changed their whole opinion on war and what the soldiers did at war.
All the streets were filled with people, holding signs saying, "Murderers and baby killers." This made the returning soldiers feel more guilty and worthless. Did you expect to return home the way you did, or was it completely unexpected?
So when I came home from the war, no one said thank you. I wasn't served as a hero. I was served as a baby killer, as people referred to us. I was spat on, verbally abused. Some of my friends even had tomatoes thrown at them.
Compared to World War I and II, instead of being treated as heroes, we were treated as villains, and I don't think that was fair.
How did you feel coming back and being treated the way you were?
Firstly, I felt completely ashamed of my actions. I thought it was a bit unfair though, how we were told to participate in such violent activities. Killing someone in real life isn't like how people say it is. It's
really traumatic. After the war, I had various accounts of depression.
Thanks for sharing your experiences with me today.
What were some of the mental health disorders you came across?
Yeah, look, mate, there was a lot of mental disorders that I did come across, but the main one being PTSD. And for the viewers that are watching right now, PTSD is a severe mental health condition. You get this from, experiencing a traumatic, past, in your life. So something, like child abuse or, something, death. But in this case, for the people that were attended war, was obviously the war itself. And, the war itself was, very violent, as you can imagine, as what we've heard. We've had an interview before.
So yeah, obviously spending so much time on the battlefield, seeing people die in front of them, that's obviously going to create, imagine, mate, what would you think? So yeah, coming back from war, I experienced, a lot of people with trauma and PTSD. Thank you.
What are some of the reasons soldiers face these mental disorders and why were they so serious?
Yeah, mate, look, it's obviously tough coming back from the war, like I said before. But you got to understand that these people have come back and they've killed innocent lives. They've come back, right? They've been called, baby killers, murderers. Imagine coming back home for the first time in a couple of years. You're getting called a baby killer. You're getting called a murderer. You're killing innocent lives, and they know it deep down. They know that they've done something wrong against all these people. So what do you think they're gonna feel?
You know what I mean? So look, they tend to be serious and they have all these mental disorders because of their own past from the war and what they've experienced since they've come back from the war.
Based off expert opinion and past war veterans' experiences, we can conclude that the rest of Australia and America did not treat the soldiers the way they were meant to be treated. The citizens of America and Australia had a false opinion on Vietnam War and misjudged what the soldiers were put through various years. Notwithstanding, recently, all citizens have now realised what the soldiers really faced, and it wasn't their choice to enter war and kill so many civilians.